Saudi Arabia just built a 105-mile mirror city that defies everything you know. This is The Line, a straight, mirrored megacity rising from the Saudi desert that will house 9 million people in a single linear structure. But here's what makes it truly revolutionary: zero-gravity urbanism. No cars, no roads, no emissions. Instead of sprawling outward, like every city in history, the line goes straight up and straight across the desert. You can travel from one end to the other in just 20 minutes using their internal transit system. Powered entirely by renewable energy, this mirrored wall stretches further than the distance from New York to Philadelphia. While we're stuck in traffic jams, they're building a world where transportation is invisible and cities float above the ground.
Exposing the scale in 170 kilometers, this isn't a skyline, it's a continent-high spine. Everybody is looking for scale? Here's your answer: 170-kilometer of vertical city, 500 meters tall. Taller than most skyscrapers, taller than the tallest trees of a continent. Only 200 meters wide, narrow enough to feel like a cliff face, wide enough for streets stacked like shelves, and 170 kilometers long. That's a drive longer than many countries are wide, connecting cities, forests, coastlines. Picture neighborhoods stacked up like floors, transit running along its spine, sunlight falling like a canyon light. It's not a building, it's an axis that reshapes distance and density. Small footprint, colossal reach, ready to walk its length.
Why do 80% of commuters ditch cars for the spine? Because a whole city fits inside a 20-minute ride, and everything else is just a 5-minute walk. Imagine a city where the longest trip is the length of your favorite podcast episode. The spine is a high-speed underground train that zips end-to-end in 20 minutes, so you plan your day around people, not potholes. No cars in the core means streets are, parks, cafes, bikes. Everything you need is a 5-minute walk away. Live near work, live near school, live near nightlife, and still reach the other side of town before your coffee gets cold. Commutes shrink, neighborhoods thicken, emissions drop, because the spine moves thousands every hour without burning fuel. It's fast, predictable, shockingly simple, one backbone for the city, short walks for everything else. Ready to rethink distance? Take a ride on the spine.
Are you worried to see cities turn to sea-sucking factories, exposing the trade-offs in desalination? Here's the short version. Desalination solves the "where will we get water?" question. It turns seawater into drinking water reliably. But critics hit back hard. First, the environment. Brine discharge can harm marine life and ecosystems if not managed. Second, the price tag. Desal plants and the pipelines to deliver water are expensive to build and to run, especially with energy costs. Third, construction headaches. Permits, coastal engineering, and community pushback can delay projects years. The takeaway: desalination is a powerful tool, not a magic fix. It needs smart siting, energy solutions, and environmental safeguards to work. Want a quick follow-up on green desal tech? Say the word.
Why do 72% of cities prioritize mega projects over green spaces? Why do we let machines remake untouched land overnight? Why are we okay with turning deserts into playgrounds for excavation? Here's the reveal. Fleets of excavators, armored dump trucks, endless pipelines are reshaping miles of barren land. Some call it progress. New cities, resources, jobs. Others warn erased ecosystems, displaced communities, a faster slide toward a built future we didn't fully choose. This footage isn't CGI, real work. Real consequences, real questions. Are we witnessing the next leap for humanity? A bold solution to climate, housing, energy? Or the start of a landscape-sized experiment we'll regret? Decide for yourself. Is this the future of humanity or a dystopia? Tell us what you think.